Morning, fam. um, yeah, I'm going to share some stuff with you this morning. You might find distressing. So keep the kids locked up in the cupboards, ladies and gentlemen. Just watched a lovely three-part documentary. I don't get excited by people that come from the celebrity era or people that are prolific, this, that, the other, because it's all ego and titles, and I'm someone that certainly don't live in that. I'm just going to wait for a few of you to pop on. But Anna Breeze, the lovely lady, I've been sharing a lot of her content because she's giving everyday normal people a voice. Fantastic. Something the world's been missing for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely missing for such a long time. So I'm going to wait for a few of you gorgeous souls to pop on, and we're going to be talking about this and this. What's your self-worth? Do you have any self-worth? Do you remember what self-worth is? Morning, Zev. Hello, Gorge. Listen, I've got a mate of mine in Bristol called Joe. I've given him your... Oh, excuse me. I've given him your telephone number, and he's probably going to give you a ring. He's right Bristolian, my lover. He's proper dude. He has. He's proper... And he's good with cars and all. Drives a lovely Porsche, but he's a proper down-to-earth Italian stallion. So if you could have a chat with him, he's going to be ringing you at some point. So I'm glad you've joined up with us. Jacqueline Jones, Debbie Zircon, I'm Ben Dow. How we doing, guys? Paul French from Thailand. Hello, mate. Hello. It reminds me of when I used to go to them salons and have happy endings years ago on my birthday. All the cakes used to come in, all the party poppers would go off. I do love a happy ending. I do. I hope it's my new number. Maybe not. I've WhatsApped him. It's the one that I would call you on. So, yeah. Morning from Thailand. Yeah, can't be a happy ending, can you? Yeah, I love happy endings, especially on my birthday. Let me tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday. So, Anna Breeze has just done a 3-part interview with Robbie Williams, right? Now, I'm not excited because Robbie's Robbie. He gets up on stage, sings his art out. He seems to be really wakey. So I've always been looking for a breakthrough for the last sort of 10 years. I always knew that this world was going to change, right? I always knew it. Morning, Carol Campbell. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. How are you? You all right? Happy days. I love her profile picture. Just check that out. Look, that is just so cute. Just a little orangutan. It's so good. Looks like my kids. I, Dave, not watched TV, but what caused that explosion in Beirut? We're going to share that this morning. I'm going to show you that. That looked like a little mini nuke explosion. I'm glad you booked that one up. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come in here as well. I want to share a video that happened to a friend of mine yesterday by one of our local policemen. And I want you to give me your measured answers to and what your thoughts and feelings are of the way that my friend was treated. My friend had his head slammed into a train window so hard, you know, one of them Intertitty 125s, yeah? One of them ones. They've got to be hard windows, right? Yeah? Now, years ago on the trains, people used to hang their heads out, chop their heads off. We used to have these doors, right? Years ago when we was all kind of decent people, that you just twisted this big brass lock and the door opened up. Could you believe it? And you had these sliding windows, yeah? But people used to pull their windows. They've had enough. They've had a rap with the missus, whatever, the kids. So they'd go along and put their head out and boom, the old train coming past would chop their head off. It many a time that happened, right? So that don't really happen now. So these new super duper trains, they've got the doors only open, obviously, when you get to a certain platform, and they go, doors opening, doors closing. Now, we all know that the transport system has gone Überlich mein Führer, and does not allow on the trains unless you wear a mask. If you don't wear the mask, it's going to slap you very hard. So my mate, he's a Christ warrior. He's not having none of it. He's like, nah, look, I don't want to wear a mask. My own self-worth, my own freedom of speech, right? My own liberty. So he's got off the train, and this, I think it's a British transport copper, has accosted him. He's obviously got his mask on. He's a bit pissed off. Maybe his CO2 levels were rising up. I don't know. But he's got hold of my mate Philip, and he's smashed his head into this train window so hard that he's cracked the window on the train. we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of that very soon. And he's given him a black eye as well, by the way. I should show the pictures this morning. Is that fair? Is that good? Mask to the second wave, yeah. You can't beat the smell of napalm in the morning. What was that film? That was a film. What was it? You can't beat the smell of napalm in the morning. What was that film that was out of? That was Apocalypse Now, wasn't it? Was it Apocalypse Now? Can't remember. Discussing, yeah, I'm going to show you the video, peeps. I'm going to share. We have to, because we've allowed our public servants to be Ubermännerführer. We have. And it's our fault, you know. There's a guy I follow on YouTube called Auditing Britain, and I don't think he's English, but he's right funny. He went to the back of a police station yesterday, public right away, just walked down, and I've never met anyone in the public. I just know men and women, right? So the public's a fictitious entity in any case, right? And this little short copper's come out to him. And what Auditing Britain's doing now is so funny. He started giving all the coppers that he have interactions with, he's starting to give them like grades, like you would at school, like D-, C+, B, something or other, and an A+, right? It's really funny. At the end of his videos, when he's done his audit, he puts all the pictures up of these coppers and he gives them grades on how they've performed that day, right? Whether they've been a little tyrant or not. It's funny, but he put up a B+ for certain cop. There was a really decent geezer there, cop. They give him an A-, and then he got to this little geezer and he put 32C because this guy had big man boobs. You know the moobs, lads. You know the moobs. What happens after you get over 25? It starts happening, doesn't it? I'm trying to get rid of mine. I'm working hard. I've been on my Boris bag. Look, that's Boris. Look, here we go. Morning, Boris. Yeah. That's my Boris bag. Anyway, moving on. He's going to swing now. Look, people keep saying to me, Dave, I'm watching your videos and your bag swinging in the background. It's so freaky. Well, there you go. Right, so let's have a little bit of screen share. I'm going to find this video of my mate Philip yesterday being bashed up and now you ain't going to believe this, ladies and gentlemen. The old Bill have only done him for assault. Can you believe that? They've done him for assault. You can't make this up. Let me tell you, you really can't make this up. So let's just have a look. Let me just make sure I can see what you're seeing. Unbelievable. Makes me feel ill. What's going on? Who are these coppers beating the bejesus out of us? Who are they? What are they doing beating us up? If you don't conform, we're going to smash you in. We're going to Ishmael the His of his isn't. That's what they're doing. They're beating the Jesus out of us. How's that measured, people? How is that public? How is that servitude? That's not servitude. I'll tell you what, peeps. I am blessed, right, that I am this September 53 years of age. That's me Boris bag swinging about in the back there. It's got a better hairdo than Boris. So, look, I am sick to death of what goes on. Now, I don't come in here to waste my time, ladies. I come in here to spread information, share information, right? And this is just taking its time a second. Hang on. Let me see. It's because I'm streaming and I'm doing it all off the same machine. It's a bit weird. Just browse down my Facebook feeds, no problem. You can check out stuff I've been doing. Morning, mate. Morning, Dave Stanley. How are you, Gorge? Kids going flu. Missed. I think it will be a second wave. Minor 52. Minor 52. Lovely to see you, son. Is this your first time viewing on this channel? If it is, I tell you what, mate. Please consider subscribing. Your energy will be welcome here. Nanu. Peace. So, yeah, yesterday, and we're going to get into that. Actually, let's have a look at me. I know how to roll, and I, Christopher Cross, ride like the wind. Let's just have 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. I can't help myself. It's just the way I am. Let's have a little look this morning, lovelies. Nice to see you all. Thanks for doing it. Yeah, listen, do you remember that geezer years ago that they had that morning TV program and he used to go out on the island and do the weather, wasn't it? Fred something or other. I think he did it naked one morning. Fred thingy. He used to morning TV, didn't they? Had the Green Goddess on there and we had Mr. Motivator. He was pretty cool. And it turns out he's a paedophile, raving paedophile. Can't make it up, can you? Why do we tolerate all this? Why do we tolerate all this abuse with the children? Why do we just turn a blind eye? Why do we go, oh, well, you know, ain't happened to my kids. No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, because I'll tell you something now, right? Let's have a quick look in here. Bombing Beirut. Sounds like a tune, doesn't it? You tell me what you reckon of this then. Bosh. Let's have a look. Lebanon, the Lebanese capital. Scores dead, hundreds of whatever. Let's have a quick let's have a look actually, see what President Trump has to say on this bomb that took place yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, in let's make sure we ain't got no ads. Oh no, it's Trump.
Let me begin by sending America's deepest sympathies to the people of Lebanon, where reports indicate that many people were killed. Hundreds more were very badly wounded in a large explosion in Beirut. Our prayers go out to all of it.
No, not Mr. Motivator Rapido. The geezer that used to do the weather on the island. Do you remember he used to jump out on that little island that was in the canal? Fred something. He always out there every morning with his card, wasn't he? And they'd video him say, look at it. And over to the weather with Fred. Him. I can't think what his surname was. He's a pedo. Not Mr. Motivator. He's too cool for school.
All the victims and their families, the United States stands ready to assist Lebanon.
Morning, Auntie Mandy. Hello, darling.
Lebanon, and we will be there to help. It looks like a terrible attack
on Lebanon. You called this an attack. Are you confident that this was an attack and not an accident?
Well,
no, not fish.
Based on the explosion, I've met with some of our great generals, and they just.
We'll have a look in a minute.
It was. This was not a.
Nice to see you all. Trevor, good. All right, gorgeous. This morning, that's it.
Type of event.
Trev knows. That's why he's a moderator.
Seems to be, according to them, they would know.
Be like Trev.
But they seem to think it was a attack. It was a bomb of some kind. Yes.
Wow. It was China. Anyway, so that's what happened yesterday. Let's have a look. How long's this one? Let's see what is going down here. Check this out. Oh no, we don't want Minecrafting. No, we don't want none of that stuff, do we, darlings?
Good afternoon. We have breaking news of a major explosion in the city of Beirut, Lebanon. Here's a live look at the smoke over that city right now. The explosion happened in the city's port area, but the blast appears to have done damage throughout the city. The Lebanese health minister says that there are many injuries and describes.
Well, I'm just going to turn the volume up, but actually you can't hear it, so I don't get frozen out on YouTube. I will show you the amateur footage in a second, because I always kind of lend myself to amateur stuff, because all of what you get through the mainstream media is censored, right? It's a bit, good morning, Vietnam, where you can't tell the truth. You've got the two idiots there censoring all the news. It's only when Robin Williams is in that cafe and it all gets blown up and his mates die that he actually gets back to the radio station and reports come through and it's not the truth. Massive telling you what's going on there. That he gets the hump and goes on and tells it exactly how it happens, and he gets sacked. And then he says, Bob, he says, you're a warm white man and in need of a blow job. And it was so funny. And the other lad that was just laughing his head off. Robin Williams sadly missed. Fred Talbot, that was it. Fred Talbot, I knew he sounded like a car. It was like a car, wasn't it? The old Talbot Sunbeam and all that. And the other, there's someone else made a Talbot. They were crack cars, let me tell you. Morning, all, Auntie Mandy. Oh, yeah, Fish it was this morning. It was called. Richard and Judy was on. Yeah. Say no more, Richard and Judy. I don't know. Look, I've been really intrigued this morning about this Robbie Williams thing with Anna Breeze. It seems Robbie is kind of wakey. I just want him to do a massive big concert and then go on stage, a bit like Kanye West, maybe. And have a meltdown. But Robs, listen, if you did that, they'll only put you in a mental institution and give you loads of drugs. Maybe you like that. I don't know. I don't think he would. He seems all right, Robbie Williams. He does. He seems like he's that boy from Stoke, as he says. And he's never forgot his roots. Same as I've never forgot my roots, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got much. I've got enough. I've never forgot where I grew up on the North Peckham Estate in London, South East London. I've never forgot where I come from and the struggles and the tribulations that we went through. Never. Magpies, 1862. Oh, you're old. Is it your first time visit Magpies? Lovely to see you. Wow, they all come out of the woodwork, don't like it's sickening. Yeah, it's lovely to see you all, by the way. We've got 20 people in the room this morning. I seem full of beans today. Right, so let's just pause that one up. Let me try and find the amateur video of it, which is quite... come and trump me. We've had you this morning. Do you know, by the time Trump gets in for a second term, you do know by the time he leaves office, he will be 78 years of age. President of America, 78 years. Unbelievable. Myself, personally, I think Trump's a good guy, right? I do. Guardian News. Let's have a look at Guardian News. I think Trump's a good guy. I do. Look at that. Look. Bosh. Look at that. Let's go back again. Okay, now. That's some sort of a little nuke, isn't it? Like a little mini nuke, surely. Look at that. Look. Look at that shockwave. That's a bigger shockwave than when my missus passes wind. Let me tell you. Normally knocks me out of bed. Can you stick Robin Williams update from Anna Breeze? I can, Trev, if you want to have a little watch. We've done a little bit of it yesterday. I want to show you this video of my mate Philip, though, how he gets beaten by British Transport Police. To the guy at British Transport Police that give my mate a thump in the head yesterday and crack that train windscreen. Go rot in hell, you fucking arsehole. Excuse my French. And I did say that out loud because you're a nasty man. Nasty, nasty man. That was, I thought, a mini nuke. It's kind of like a mini nuke, Karen. I've had a few. You know, you had a Vindaloo the night before. Bosh. I know what the shockwave feels like. They offered them souls back if they go out and make a difference. So all of a sudden he wants to help the kids. He was part of Comic Relief, which was set to kidnap the bloodlines of Solomon. Yeah, mate, I mean, look, we can only go with what we go by. You know, people are people. You know, look at this. Look, this is carnage, isn't it? Look. That's that. I mean, the shockwave that come out of that bomb in Beirut, Lebanon yesterday. I think Lebanon's part of Palestine, isn't it? The Palestinians well, I mean, look, Israel it wants to see the end of Palestine. And don't forget, Israel was formulated in 1948, Balfour Declaration. And who formed the Israel state? Guess who? The British. Both. Can you stick right? Yeah, no, Robbie is a shield trying to make things up for his wrongs. Maybe, who knows? But look, everyone is responsible for their own book of deeds, right? That's just how this world rolls. If you've done really bad things to kids or whatever, or to people, just because you're coming out and saying stuff, don't exonerate that behaviour, and it never will do. Because as the Bible says, all is sin, nothing is unseen. Okay, God sees all, and I truly believe that. I truly believe that God does see all. I want to try and find you Pastor Greg as well, this American guy the other day. He was making me laugh so hard. He was. Let's have a look, see if I can find Philip. If this thing works, it don't work particularly well on here. Let's have a look, Philip. Anthony Hartley. Here we go. Bosh. Let's try and get rid of this. Why is that not? Just get down then. Do so. That's it. Get down. Hang on. We're loading, peeps. We're loading. I want you to see this. He's married to a man. Who's that? Robbie Williams. Give you something to hang on to, I guess. I did say that out loud. I don't know why. Let's have a look. See if we can find the abuses yesterday. Why is it not coming up on his page? Well, look, this is the aftermath of what this British Transport Police copper did to him yesterday. This is what happened. The coppers, look what coppers done to him. Look, smashed all his head up, done his eye. Look, let's see if we can find the video. Mindless goons, we do not forget. And I'm the one that will be defending my honour as the police say now that they were assaulted. They're unbelievable, these coppers. They are satanic whores. That's all I'm saying. Look how they've marked him. Look. State abuse. Look, communism. Look what they've done to him. Poor fucking lad. Copper, whoever done this to him, or a few you disgusting pigs, let me tell you. No wonder, I always wondered why the boys in blue were called pigs. I now know why they're called pigs. So don't look like I can find the video. But they've given him a right hiding. Like, I mean, hiding. They smashed his head into this train windscreen so hard that they cracked it. They cracked the windscreen of the window of the train. Now, they're double glazed, didn't they? You know, big time for obvious reasons. Probably safety glass, but this bloke cracked it, and this seems to be a new tactic from the police. They seem to see a bit of glass and they think, righto, let's do the glass challenge test. Let's see how thick a piece of glass is, how hard we can slam someone's head into it until it don't break. You know, it's unbelievable what they did a couple of years ago with my mates. They got my mate outside her house. I'm not going to say her name. She's up north of the country, and her husband was treating her mother, and he come out and said, "Oh, get off my mum," like you would do. Anyone's going to protect their mother, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, fuck this communism. I've had enough of it. Please wait until you realise your government is brainwashing you. I've had enough of it. I really have. So he's gone out there and they've grabbed the lad, smashed his head into the windscreen so hard that they cracked the windscreen. They give the boy fits and convulsions. Yeah, fits and convulsions. They've give this lad, and then they done her for a broken windscreen. How's that? Yeah, no, how's that? They've done him for a broken windscreen. Tidy, eh? Tidy work. Tidy. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Let's have a look, see if I can find a Robbie one. This thing, it don't have any playlists. Oh, come on. See, now look, here's the interesting thing. She's gone up about 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers. I was just watching it this morning, man. In no time. Why can't I find it? Oh, hang on, I know. Let's have a look. Go to my history. Go to my history. Let's have a look in history. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to play you a little bit of this. All right, this is Robbie Williams, the singer, songwriter.
In the darkness, out into the light, empowering and educating through new media. For individuals, VIPs, politicians abusing young boys, the media weren't there, and I've had to live through that, and it has changed me. And you've seen.
Okay, so what is your thoughts? What is your theory on why that is so?
It's no, there's no money behind the mess.
I think this is. I don't know why this is going. Well, I do. I do know why journalists, pop stars are all coming out now, because they see what's going. They see what's coming. Surely they've got to see what's coming and how vicious and violent this thing is. Now, look, if I was a solicitor, if I worked in the courts as a clerk, if I worked in the old bill and I knew what was going on and I knew that I wanted to do something right for the world now, I'd make your time right now, because you need to stand up and be counted, people. Because I'm telling you what, I don't care what walk of life you come from, whether you're a cop or you're a solicitor, you've all got extended families. What are you allowing? What are you bringing in? What are you manifesting for the future of all of your families? What are you doing? Why have you descended into such wickedness? Is it not you wasn't formulated to be wicked, right? They wasn't formulated to be wicked. They wasn't. But they are. So if I was in any of them professions and if I was doing anything wicked in the world right now, I'd be questioning what I'm doing, because I tell you what, it won't be allowed for much longer. There's a time period coming where it's going to be clean cut. If you're operating in evil, you're done. And I make you right. I can feel it. I can feel that the people in our country and around the world are going to rise. We're going to hold all of these people to account. If they've been violating children and violating people, they're absolutely going to be held accountable, and they're going to be thrown in jail. Their system's coming down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to say it. As much as a lot of people love the corporate dick, And they do love the corporate dick. I've just seen a post this morning that Boris Johnson has said now, everyone to deal with this coronavirus, you've got to walk around with your finger up your bum. And there's a lubricating centre where you get your lubricating gel from, and everyone's queuing up with their hands down the back of their pants to get their lubricating gel. And I can see everyone doing it. If Boris come out today and said, oh, yes, we've looked into this thing. Yes, we think that there could be a relative problem. So, Boris, shut up, Boris. Give him another slap. Look, Boris has had another slap. People would stick their finger up their bum. Now, Anna makes a very valid point, right? She said in one of these things here that we have all these digital warriors, soldiers popping up all over the place doing their own investigative journalism, which is what we do. And she said that comes with a responsibility, and it does. It does come with a responsibility. Now, I only try and work in facts. You know, most of the stuff I talk about is actually either going on or I've done a lot of digging into, you know, over the years. I just can't stand what's going on with family courts, with just the way it all is. It's sick, and it's being run by sick people. But trust me, that time period's coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. That won't be allowed to happen. There's a new cleaner earth coming, and it is coming, and there's no stopping it. So if you're involved in the darkness and the evilness and the wickedness, may I suggest you change your ways. I really would absolutely change my ways. Let's come back into the chat room. We'll leave this ticking over. So yeah, look, there's Robbie Williams.
The election.
Talking out. Look.
They've got a strange language in them, yeah?
That's the bit that I'm concerned about. Now, look, there might be a perfectly reasonable explanation for that language. Who knows? The fact that we don't know means that nothing has been debunked. Yes, there were.
It's all about Pizzagate.
On that particular subject was the debunked conspiracy theory making the rounds again. Debunked by who?
By Sky News. 3-4 days ago, they released that documentary, which I don't think you could see, called After Truth, but they talked about Pizzagate. And I'm upset and disturbed to see the attack on the media. But they have to stand up, they have to rise up, they have to be courageous like you are. You're what you're doing now, you're like a whistleblower, you know, and coming forward and saying the truth of what's in your heart. And you talk about it being fringe. I don't think it is fringe anymore. There's something really.
I woke up and there was 32,000 tweets about Pizzagate today.
Really?
So he's saying, this is a couple of days ago, that he's woke up and on his tweets. Now I'm Twittering now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, I've got my own little Twitter account going on there. Dave Witchy, come and find me. I'm mixing it in there with the finest. I've never really been a Twitterite, but at the minute I quite like it. I've got Auntie Mandy over there. We're having a nice time. So he's saying just on Pizzagate alone, there was 32,000 tweets. People all around the world have had enough, ladies and gentlemen. We've had enough of the dark, evil stuff. It's fantastic to see, man.
Like I woke up in a different reality. And the scary thing.
Come over, Karen. We'll love you over there.
Overarching reporting on that particular subject was the debunked conspiracy theory making the rounds again. Debunked by who?
Exactly.
By Sky News. 3-4 days ago, they released that documentary, which I don't think you could see, called After Truth, but they talked about Pizzagate. And it was poor because they didn't address the source material, which are these emails, you know, from John Podesta, who was Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. I mean, someone wrote to John, "Hey John, I need my glasses on. Walnut sauce for the pasta."
Come Twittering, sweetheart. Let's get tweeting.
You know, you've gone to the source material.
Right. So, and in this video also they talk about Madeleine McCann, etc., 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 which is a good thing. So, Beirut is that whatever happened out there in Lebanon, Palestine. My God, Jesus, that was some sort of mini nuke. Yes, we do. Karen Campbell, it doesn't have to be aggressive. We own it all. We just need to take it back. Yes, add me the same name. Look, listen, the future of humanity is not going to allow wickedness and darkness. If there's anyone that watches my channel that wants to go and seek retribution and kill people and harm people for what's happened, no. Lock them up, put them in prison, make them clean the streets, different story. But we can't harm these people. We won't be allowed to harm them. Not a chance. They maybe have to face justice from the families. It's gone too far now. We are, you know, QAnon, whatever you make of QAnon, it's a Bible, it's a religion now. It is. I wouldn't have said there's not many people around the world that hasn't heard of Q. Is Q closely linked to Trump? I would say so. Big time, big time. John Wedger runs the Discreditors. There's a lot of people out there saying now that Wedger's a shield, an agent, whatever. I don't know. Look, we can't. Who knows? You know, judge lest you be judged. Forgive and you will be forgiven. And that's. I can't take an inch out of anyone that's been working in the darkness. My objective is to shine so much light on them. They have no choice but to come over. Their crimes will not go unjudged. They will stand before the Creator, and they will have to be accounted for what they've done. Trust me, they will. It's not for us to judge these people. It's not. Because we're just children here. None of us are grown men and women. We're all children of the big man upstairs, and we've just forgotten who we are. That's so. So, what are we going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Are we going to make a stand? Are we going to make a stand? I think we're going to make a stand. Are we going to stand up and be counted? Says Marion Hayden. You bet your bottom dollar. Yeah. Listen, I wear a mask when I want to wear a mask. I wear a mask at work when I want to wear a mask. I'm not going to be told to wear a mask. And I'm certainly not going to be beaten up by some British transport policeman, right? Because I've not got a mask on. And if he does beat me up, I'm going to take his ass off of him. I'm going to take him through the courts and I'm going to sue him and I'm going to commercial lien him and I'm going to take his ass off him because that's how we teach these people a lesson. They seem to hold great value on their commercial instruments and all the land that they've got. Now, this audit in Britain, he's gone round the police station, right? And they say, oh, you can't come here, it's private land. Hang on a minute. Whoa. It's owned by the people for the people, right? If you live in a fair and decent country, then you should be able to go to a police station whenever you want and be treated with the utmost respect. Same with the fire brigade. You go around a fire station, they show you around, they say, yeah, pop back 3 o'clock tomorrow, we'll show you around, we'll take you around the engines, you can have a look, you can play with my big O's if you like, ladies, and that's how they roll. They're decent people. And I would send every single copper in this country, retrain them with the fire brigade, because the fire brigade wouldn't tolerate none of this beating and killing us. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They're heroes. The fire brigade of this country, they are unsung heroes. They put their life on the line every day. And if they get hurt, they don't whinge and bitch and moan about it. They get on with it. They lick their wounds, lick their burns, and they crack on. Not like the police. Oh, well, you've assaulted me, so we're going to kick 7 barrels out of you. No, I don't agree with that. That's cowardice. These coppers are cowardice. They suffer with cowardice. If I had a load of white feathers, I'd soon send them to them in the post, mate. Kids of today don't know. It's all education. Them is hard. They've been conditioned at school, so it's up to us to teach them and make for a better future. Absolutely. I can't make that profile picture just makes me smile. So I love an orangutan. Let me tell you, I used to swing around in the trees years ago as an orangutan. I was always out mucking around. That is such a funny picture. Yes, I agree, Trev. That's why we have to do it sooner, or our knowledge will be lost. Guys, you know, we're in crossroads. That we've got a dualistic system going on. We've got the social media, we've got the aspects of it, the truth movement, whatever it is you want to call it. I don't care. It's happening, right? We're current, we're fresh. We're bringing this stuff to you every single day. You seem to like it all. You're getting all your friends and families to come over. You're enjoying the vibration. The mainstream media has lost the narrative. It has lost the narrative. People don't tune into the BBC much now with big regard. They laugh at it. Same with all these Channel 4s. I mean, the BBC have got a big statue of a paedophile carved in the stone. They haven't took it down yet. And there's big calls. Everyone was out there the other week saying, drag this statue down. What is going on? People want to clean this planet up. They want to get rid of all this evil darkness that's been emanating in this country. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all these paedophiles, wicked coppers, beating people, smashing them up. For what? Because they won't wear a mask. Because they won't kowtow to your way of thinking. That just makes you a fascist. That makes you a Stalinist. That makes you a communist. People have free rights, free liberties. Whatever happened? Where did everyone forget that we all have liberty and freedom? or don't we? Simple fact is. And I think this year, 2020, is the year for clarity, year for vision. Big time. Big time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to let you know the story this morning about Philip, how he's been beaten by British Transport Police. And I hope he sues them. I hope he does whatever he has to do and teaches that copper a lesson, because that weren't a copper yesterday. That was a fascist bully boy. Let me tell you, that smashes a man's head into a windscreen, into a train window, and cracks the window. Come on. Could have killed the man. Could have killed the man. It's disgusting. They're not part of who I want to be. They're not part of the country I want to live in. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these people are sickos. Try red pill. One of your kids after uni, it's impossible. They're ready to be chipped. Yeah, maybe, mate, you're right. Maybe, right. But then maybe that's the future that mankind's going to go for. Maybe they're going to forget their roots. Maybe they're going to forget their heritage. Maybe they're going to forget everything. I'm not. They ain't chipping me. They ain't vaccinating me. They're not making me wear a mask. No, I'm going to give them a Winston. They can kiss my butt cheeks or take me out the back and shoot me. Up to them. But I would rather die on my feet than live a life on my knees, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't happening. They're not telling me I've got to do this, got to do that. I'm not a fucking puppet. I'm not a rollover. I'm not a Rolo. Auntie Mandy, totally agree. It's hard work talking to your eldest. She is a nightmare. Look, don't beat up on them. Just gently does it. Gently does it. You can take a horse to water, ladies and gentlemen, but you can't make them drink. Common purpose police. No, they're not police, mate. They're thugs. They are. Look, it breaks my heart talking about the old Bill like this. They never were like this. They used to have honour. They don't have honour no more. They're criminals. Sorry to say, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel like I'm part of a resistance movement in my own country. Can you believe how weird that sounds? Even coming off my own lips, that sounds really weird. But in my own country called England, I now consider myself to be part of a resistance movement. Do you know how sick that is? Do you know how sad that is? Oh, you can't say this. Well, why not? Why is the mainstream media not giving the truth? Why is the mainstream media in this country not showing them all what's going on? Why are they not coming across? Why is it taking people like Anna Breeze to stand up? And Anna Breeze's channel, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, absolutely amazing what's going on with the Anna Breeze's channel. And you can have a quick butch. You can tune into it if you like. She's hashtag Robbie Williams, hashtag Pizzagate, hashtag Anna Breeze. I applaud Anna. She messaged me back the other day. I said, well done on what you've done, Anna, because she's got everyday normal people. Like I say, I don't care who Robbie Williams is. He's probably a nice guy. He likes a bit of golf. I love me golf, as you can tell. Yeah, I've got me clubs everywhere. And I've got loads of sets of golf clubs. I really have. I just love golf so much. So is he part of the cabal? Who knows? I don't know. Only he knows that answer. But Anna Breeze is just, she's smashing it out of the park. She's a journalist. She's ex-BBC journalist. She used to interview David Cameron, Nick Clegg, all these other arseholes. She said that she felt Nick Clegg was a decent guy, but Cameron was a slippery fish. We know that. Wicked, evil people do wicked, evil things. And they certainly have their Rottweilers out there nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, beating the bejesus out of us. And for what? Can I ask what for what benefit? What are they doing? Robbing us all of our property, our liberty, our lives. Has that ever conclusive to a decent country? How is that ever good for a decent people? Robbing their children, robbing their homes, robbing their cars. Can anyone tell me where that ends up in a good place? Because I just don't see it. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Yeah? Maybe I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Who knows? The sky's changed since I was a kid. Absolutely right. I've seen that as well, Karen. But you say that to most of my mates, and they go, oh, shut up, you weirdo. I go, fine, you just inherit the future you so badly deserve. That's my attitude with this now. My attitude is like, you know, if people don't want to wake up, fine. Let them inherit the chip. Let their DNA be their data. Let them have it. Let them go down this Luciferian totalitarian thing. Let them have it. If they want it, they're not going to passively push back against it, let them have it. For me, not a chance. Not in God's kingdom am I having that mark. I'm not, you know, it's bad enough as it is now with what goes on. But that, I mean, come on, pig scum, they're nothing without the uniform and bully friends. Well, that proves a point, right? Because Aaron Lambo, who's a bodybuilder, he's got a tattoo around his face. A few years ago, he was going through the mill. The old bill were really leaning on him. And he called this copper PC dickhead #1. And he had all these T-shirts printed up and people were buying them like hotcakes. He made an absolute fortune. I think he said he made about £8,000 in about a week just by selling these T-shirts and some other bits and bobs. So PC dickhead #1, who give him a slap, give Aaron a slap and this, that, just because he felt he could. He couldn't walk down the street without seeing one of these T-shirts in his area and people going, all right, PC dickhead #1. Well, anyway, this big strapping copper that loves a bit of violence went off with post-traumatic stress disorder. Can you fucking believe these people? What a proper rotty he is. He's gone off. He's big enough to dish it out, but not big enough to take it, right? That's a schoolyard bully, yeah? And after a while, this PC dickhead #1, who was relieved himself on desk duties because he couldn't go out, you know, I can't go out, people say anything at me. Aaron found out that this couple was having a tough time. And although he'd give Aaron a good slap, which Aaron will never forget, why? Because he wears a uniform. That's the only reason they're allowed to do it. And they know that their magistrates and judges are as bent as fuck and they're going to back them up. They always back their rotties up. It's very rare they go against their Rottweilers. And Aaron said, listen, people, give him an easy time. Don't go too hard on him. It's causing grief to his family. And I thought, no, Aaron, fair play to you, brother. Fair play to you for doing what you're doing. Now, I had a friend of mine, Sharon Pemble, get hold of me yesterday. She sent me a beautiful message on Facebook. A couple of years ago, one of her sons was having a bit of heat on him through social services, through education and this and that. They wanted him to do this and do that. So me and Sharon had a few conversations and put some stuff together. And she started going on a bit of a warpath with social services, and they relented, they yielded and run out of town. They got out of Dodge a bit quick. And she messaged me and she said, Dave, thanks so much. Here's a letter back from social services. That's it. No more interaction, no more this, no that. And I was like, wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. So people, listen, we do win because the light always prevail. Been doing but let me tell you, so I will see and pop one to our click on my profile link and it'll bring you through to the Zoom. Too many to mention. Sean Morris, we got so many fantastic people over there, and the radio show goes all week. It's a fantastic. And yeah, we'll see you all over there. I'm on there from tomorrow night from 9 until 10:15. But for now, I'm going to go and do some painting because the weather's nice. I've got this morning. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in.